Morning, digital mentors. It is Friday. I love Fridays. That's why I always put myself for Friday because it really helps me to kind of wind down from the week, but also it gets me excited to see what I have accomplished during the week. So that's kind of how I look at Fridays, okay? It's like, okay, did I do what I said I was going to do? And this is going to tie in with the title for today, the destiny, the destinies tied to your yes. And yes, I have my notes over here, okay? Because I want to make sure that I give you everything that was downloaded to me as I was thinking about this topic. And really, the change that we can make in somebody's life, we can literally change their destiny. And I'm going to, share with you that my destiny was changed when I was 54 years old. When I came online, I was 54 years young. And guess what? It was the best change for me because there was two options for me. Okay? Stay where I was, doing the same thing, expecting a different result, and fighting an uphill battle, which I was not going to win because banks were involved, other companies were involved. It wasn't my thing. Okay, it was, but it wasn't because I was tied to other people. And the second option was go get a job. Now, did I want to go get a job? No, I had been self-employed for 20 plus years, and that to me was traumatic to even think I had to go get a job. So what happened? I joined Digital Mentors and my destiny was totally changed. I didn't have a destiny of, you know, what am I going to do with my life? Or here I am having to go to this job that I really personally don't want to go to. Okay. I'm not saying jobs are bad. That's not what I'm saying. What I am saying that my destiny was totally changed because I said yes. I said, yes, I'm going to join Digital Mentors and I'm going to figure this thing out. I need the help, right? So, what do I mean by the destinies to your yes? You get to change so many people's destiny. Okay. I'm currently running a 30-day live video challenge, which is the one thing that changed my life. My destiny was when I did the challenge on myself. And I had, shared this before. But for me, that was a game changer. Okay. Because I was accountable to my audience. I was accountable to myself because I said I was going to do it, but that helped me to change and to change the destiny of so many other people. And that's what's possible for you too. But you have to say yes to starting your business. Instead of being a hobby, make it a real business. Show up to your business as the person that you already see in your vision, in your future. Show up as that person now. Okay. Say yes to going live so you can be seen and eventually you will get paid. Okay. Say yes to making consistent offers. That will change somebody's destiny. If at that time the lady that offered me digital mentors, if she wouldn't have made an offer to me, I would have never changed my destiny ever. Okay. So she offered a challenge. I went into the challenge, and where I ended up was in Digital Mentors, which was really, truly a huge shift in my destiny. Okay. Also, yes, to invite, invite, invite. If you are building a business here on the social media platforms, it's all about inviting people to the next logical step. So, for example, one of the things that I do is I create events and I invite people to that event. Why? Because, first of all, I want to help them with whatever it is that I feel like I know a little bit more about, or maybe I just have more experience in, and I can help them to do the same, to move that, thing forward, whatever it might be. If it's a live video, obviously the first thing that's going to change in them is their confidence. They're going to show up more confident, right? They're going to show up with a little bit more pizzazz, right? They're going to start understanding that they don't have to be anybody else. They could just be themselves, right? Get paid to be you. It is possible, by the way. The other thing too is say yes. When you say yes, okay, it'll help more people. It'll help your friends, your ideal person that you want to work with. Yesterday, I saw this really cool post of a lady that was talking about another woman, which I love when women really like lift up other women, okay, instead of tearing down. She had a picture of this lady laying out on a at the beach. I think she was at the beach or at a pool. I couldn't really tell, but she was in her bikini and she was looking so muscular and beautiful, right? She was in her 50s. And this other lady, who was a previous client of mine, said, I just admire her. I just love the fact that she inspires me to continue to work out. She inspires me to look at food in a different way. She inspires me to really show up for myself. And that right there is changing that lady's destiny. She's watching somebody that she loves the way that she looks, the way that she presents herself. And so, guess what? Just her saying yes to herself about doing the things that the other person is already accomplished, she's going to change her destiny. Like I think she's already in her 50s as well. So, your yes is critical for the destiny of other people. Okay, you can change people's destiny in a beautiful way. Okay, now the one that I really want to share here is something that sometimes we don't really think about it, but yes, okay, I will be open to receive, yes, money for the value that I bring to the marketplace. That one is key. In my opinion, that one is key. Yes, I am open to receive money. And it doesn't necessarily always have to be money, but we're gonna go with that first because as a coach, I work with a lot of people that sometimes have a money issue. And I don't mean like they're in debt. I don't mean that. What I mean is a money issue in the sense of they're not open to receive it in large quantities. Okay. And I saw this from when I first got started. Now, I've done a lot of work on myself with the money issue because I really needed to flip my mindset about it, my beliefs about it, my understanding about money. I was like, okay, money is just energy. So it's just a transfer of energy we're doing here. It has nothing to do with anything other than I gave the value, they pay for the value. And that's the money that allows me to what? Maybe it allows me to invest more into my business. It allows me to pay some of the utilities here in my house. Maybe it allows me to pay for new tools that I need for my business, right? So what I want to share is that it's important that you be open to receive. Yes, be open to receive. Like literally, yes, I am open to receive abundance of money for the value that I bring to the marketplace. That transfer that just took place right there, believe it or not, okay, that transfer that took place right there will change the destiny of someone else's life. Maybe it was that 30-minute strategy session that they were like, boom. I mean, like, I get it now. I understand it now. Oh, okay. This is one of the pieces to the puzzle that I was missing. Okay. So that is really important that you understand that your time is valuable. Even if it's just 30 minutes that you're giving someone, that can literally change their destiny like it did me. Okay. Now, being that I love doing live video, and that's one of the things that I love teaching other people to do, because I remember that I really didn't know that you could even go live on social media. I didn't even know that Facebook had a go live button. I had no idea that people were actually building businesses going live. Like, what? I was so used to the different type of business setting, right? People would come to my office. I would probably go see them if they couldn't come to the office, doing a lot of that running around stuff. But when I understood how powerful live video was at that time, which is not a lot of people were actually doing live videos, maybe 6 years ago. Because I think I'm already 6 years in. Okay, I was doing kind of numbers yesterday. I was like, oh, I think I'm six. So back then, I mean, like very few people were going live. People that were probably, like years ahead of me were doing lives. But think about now, every platform, even Pinterest, you can do live videos. Like it's powerful. Why? Because people get to know you, their personality, the way that you move your hands, the way you speak. They get to get a little glimpse of like how you live. So many things that are like personal, right? So you get to build those relationships. But to for you to get to that point of building that relationship, you have to say yes first. And I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that you said yes to yourself to, invest in your business, invest in yourself, because really you are the business, right? Invest in yourself and learn skill sets, strategies, things that are going to help you to what? Help others. Everything that I have ever learned, everything, even when the very first time that I learned how to make a little funnel, like I was teaching it. Okay, so I learned. Now let me teach, right? I don't know if I mentioned to you guys, but I think I did that my desire as a child was to be a teacher. Well, not really a teacher, but I wanted to be the principal. So why? I don't know. I think it's because the principal was like, the person that called the shots. I went to private school, so she called the shots, and she was very pleasant, right? My teacher wasn't so nice. I went to a school that was nuns, and so I remember really wanting to, I love people, genuinely love people. So my heart goes out to people to help. But I realize that there's times when people help and they help and they help and they never truly make an offer. Okay, so you not making an offer is not saying yes to yourself and also not saying yes to the other person to help them to actually move forward. Okay, so one of the things that I was going to say in regards to money, okay, I was going to say this in regards to money because I said, yes, I am open to receive money, right? But you can also barter. Okay, so we're in the age of bartering right now. It's a great time for you to say something like, "Hey, you know what? Um, I have these skill sets. Is there something that you need that I can help you with? And I would really love your help in this area." It is still uh, money, okay? Because what? You get things done that maybe you're not really great at, okay? Or maybe you don't even want to take on that task, right? And you can help somebody else do the same. And so just be open, right? Just be open to receive, to do the things, to say yes. One of the things that I learned really quickly when I first started my network marketing company was when I heard a story of a lady that said she was one of the speakers. She was the best speaker out in the the platform that they had, and she said, "My top producer is a woman that has never spoken in public, ever spoken public, but she has her team is blowing up." And we were like, well, why? Like, she should be up there speaking, right? And she said, no, her yes is to invite people. She invites people all the time. She has the most guests every single Saturday because we used to do those Saturday events, right? She had the most people coming. She had the largest team. She actually outranked and out incomed. That's how you say it, right? She made more income even from the lady that was speaking about this lady. So she had her yes nailed down. Yes, I'm inviting. In our case here would be inviting or promoting, right? What are you promoting? What are you inviting people to? Say yes to yourself, because when you say yes to you, you will change the destiny of others. And it is such a beautiful feeling. I mean, it's a high vibe feeling, okay? When you create an event and you have all of these people show up to learn from you and you can give of your knowledge. And so, we know some people will, some people won't. Next event. Okay? So don't make it complicated for yourself. Just know that the destinies, that you can change people's destinies just by saying yes. Okay. I don't know. This came to me and I was like, that makes sense, but I don't know really how to put it together. And I was like, just say yes to anything. I remember saying yes to really mastering Facebook. And then I remember saying yes to building my audience on YouTube. And I remember saying yes to building my audience on IG and then TikTok, right? So I'm like really excited because I'm really close to 1,000 followers on TikTok where I can actually go live, right? So I just said yes to them. I figured it out later. I didn't have to figure it out now and then do it, because what happens is when we try to figure it out, if we don't know one little tiny thing about it, we quit. So I don't want you to quit. I want you to embrace. I want you to embrace the yes. Okay? Because the destinies are tied to your yes. They really are. And I'm sure that you guys have some phenomenal stories to share here. So I'm going to ask a question here so that we can just kind of like have a little bit of a, you know, engagement. How do you feel? I'm asking for a feeling. How do you feel when you said yes to building your business, honing in on a niche, right? Really figuring out who your ideal person was. She shows up all the time, or he shows up all the time, or they show up all the time. And now you're delivering your value to that audience. And then all of a sudden, you have this one testimonial that comes in that says, "Oh my gosh, you inspired me so much." I actually just took a screenshot of somebody that said that was on my personal profile, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. You inspired me." And I was like, "Oh, of course she said some other things, but it was such a beautiful feeling." And I was like, "Oh, I love when I hear that, because I could have quit a long time ago. But that's not something that I would do on myself, right? First of all, but if I would have quit, can you imagine all of the women and men that I have been able to help in one way or another? We would have never been able to connect. I would have never been able to help them to say, "Yeah, you know what? I like that idea. I'm going to go with it. I'm going to build my business like that," or whatever the whatever it is, right? Whatever that is for you. Now, I remember the most powerful testimonial that I received one time was when a truck driver, a gentleman that was a full-time truck driver, wanted to learn how to go live so that he could start building his business because he wanted to retire. So he came to about 3 of my live video events. And guess what? At the last video event, he said, "Yolanda, today I am retired." He bought his beautiful property with his wife, and I think the son was still living with them. And I could not believe what I had just heard, because this was a gentleman that was already, at age, right? He was like probably in his early 60s. And so he had been driving for years. So I think I even cried when because we came on Zoom together and I was just asking him about it and things like that, because it touched me so much that I was able to help him just to keep going on, right? Like somebody that's driving long distance who wants to do live video, right? But we created a little strategy where he could do videos every time he stopped to dock or whatever you call that, right? And it was such a beautiful experience for me to know that, oh my gosh, this was such a huge accomplishment for him. But why? Because Yolanda said yes. There's many other stories. I have tons of stories, but that one probably impacted me the most because I was almost at that age as he is, right? So I just wanted to share this because I think this topic is important for us, especially as entrepreneurs. I really truly believe that the world revolves around entrepreneurship. That's just my belief. Okay. So let me see what you guys are talking about. Let's see what you guys are saying over here. I probably have to put my glasses on. Let's see. Let's see. Hey, Bianca. I know you're helping a ton of people. Hey, Mr. Fun. Hey, Elizabeth. Good morning. Let's see. Yes, I am open to receive money for the marketplace for the value I bring. Yes, preach it. I am open to receive it. Yes. And listen, you might have to psych yourself out. Okay. I am open to receive the money for the value I bring to the marketplace. Yes. Receive it. It's there. Okay. Yes. I always embrace the yes. I know you will. I know. Listen, when you have been an entrepreneur prior to coming to the online space, um, you're ready. I believe that you're ready to go for it. Okay. And so I want to know that this is something that you're going to practice. Amazing story. Yes, I think so too. I was so humbled. Believe it or not, I was so humbled. I remember telling my husband, being like, think about it. This gentleman would have had to have probably been working longer than he wanted to, traveling because he was doing like long distance traveling, and he was already just ready to just chill. Bought himself a beautiful house in the country with animals and all of that, and it was like his dream, you know, dream lifestyle, which is what I preach a lot about. What is the lifestyle that you want to create? Because you can create your lifestyle by doing the things that you love on social media and helping other people to do the same, right? So, yeah, it's pretty awesome. Let's see who's here. Hey, Barbara, nice to see you. Hey, Anthony. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, Robert. Denise. Thank you so much for being here, you guys. That is all I have for today. That I have today for you. Listen, I'm excited about it, but I want you to remember this. Okay, when you say yes to you, you don't only change other people's destiny, but you also change yours. And that's exactly what's happened to me. And I want you to really embrace the receiving, the saying yes to these things that are going to help you to move forward every single day. Just say yes. If somebody asks me to speak something, somewhere, I'm like, yes, I'll figure it out later. Okay. That's how entrepreneurs think. I'll figure it out later. Somebody will show up and teach me. It'll come. Like literally, you will attract the answer to that situation. All right. So I will let you go. Enjoy the rest of your day. I love you and I wish you abundance of success.